In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to group and ungroup objects in draw.io for Atlassian Confluence and Jira. To get started, open the page that contains your draw.io diagram while you're inside the editor. Once you can see the diagram on the page, click to select it. A floating toolbar will appear, and from there, click the edit icon. This will open the diagram in a pop-up editor, which is where you'll make the changes. Now that you're inside the diagram editor, let's start with grouping objects. Grouping is useful when you want multiple shapes to behave like a single item. For example, if you have several elements that belong together, grouping lets you move or resize them all at once instead of adjusting each one individually. The fastest way to group objects is by using a keyboard shortcut. First, select multiple shapes. You can do that by holding Shift and clicking each shape one by one, or by dragging a selection box around the objects you want to include. Once the shapes are selected, press Ctrl and G on Windows or Linux, or Command and G on a Mac. As soon as you do that, the selected objects become a group, and they'll move and resize together. If you prefer using the menu instead of a shortcut, the process is just as simple. Select the shapes you want to combine, then go to the Arrange menu and choose Group. This does the exact same thing, so you can use whichever method feels more comfortable. Next, let's look at how to ungroup objects. Ungrouping is helpful when you need to edit or reposition the individual shapes inside a group. To do this with a keyboard shortcut, first select the grouped object, then press Ctrl, Shift, and U on Windows or Linux, or Command, Shift, and U on a Mac. This will break the group apart so each shape becomes selectable on its own again. You can also ungroup through the menu. Click the grouped object, go to Arrange, and then choose Ungroup. That will separate the items just like the shortcut does. A quick tip here. If something won't select individually, it may still be grouped, so ungrouping is usually the first thing to try. And if you often work with diagrams that include several related elements, learning these shortcuts can save you a lot of time. And that's it. You now know how to group and ungroup objects in draw.io for Atlassian, Confluence, and Jira.